Well, we're saying goodbye to the Surveyor. It's a heck of a tow rig that's picking her up. Well, if you need roofing or siding and you're in the coastal bend, this is the company you need to call. I got a good friend of mine picking up the Surveyor. So he's got a heck of a truck. This thing is fully tuned. It's got B&W tow and stow on the back, and he just bought the Forest River Surveyor. So he's going to put this thing to really good use. And what do you think of it?
I think it's beautiful. I think it's a really nice trailer, and we'll get a lot of good experiences out of it with their family and other people, other friends.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think the big part here is that, you know, have you towed an RV with this truck before?
No, just dump trailers and other type of...
well, you're a roofing company. Of course you towed a dump trailer,
Never towed an RV with it, so we'll see how it does.
Well, I think it's going to do fantastic, man. You got a good setup. He's got the B&W Continuum. He's got all the equipment inside of the storage there in case he wants to try to use it. But I think he'll be in pretty good shape. He's got a good setup going on here. And, man, it looks good behind the truck, doesn't it?
It sure does.
Well, I'm going to miss it, but he said, you know what, anytime you want to use it, we can use it. I think we're going to be caravanning a bit together too, brother.
Yeah, no lie, for sure.
Yep. Anyways, guys, I sure hope you enjoyed this. Unfortunately, it's kind of a sad moment for the channel, but it's been a heck of a trailer. Did I miss anything? I went through a lot with this, with you going over this. You think I missed anything?
No, you showed me everything that you would want to know on your first time getting a trailer.
Well, that's
hands
good.
down.
You feel
and
comfortable?
Like you said, oh yeah, I feel comfortable. And it's not goodbye, it's just till later.
Till later,
we'll see each other.
Yeah, we'll be out camping together too. Anyways.
Exactly.
Very cool. Well, bye-bye. Well, we're gonna wrap this up. It's kind of sad to see her go, but couldn't have gone to a better person, to be honest with you. So today's been an interesting day. Just got back with the trailer. As you can see, no more Surveyor. This is where the Surveyor was living for roughly 2 years. So yeah, we had that thing since late 2023. Actually around September of 2023. So yeah, that would be roughly 2 years. And it's going to a phenomenal home. Man, kind of miss it. You know, the minute it was gone, my wife and I were like, man, we should have used that thing like 2 or 3 dozen more times. But the cool thing is the new owner of it is like, hey, anytime you want to use it, feel free. Absolutely awesome person, and he's going to be using it for some really great stuff. So that is really cool. We have the Texas Pride trailer in its place. A lot of people ask me why I don't secure this thing when I'm towing. And the reason why is because it is secured. It's actually drilled to the pine decking, and that thing ain't going anywhere. And on the other side, I want to show you something I did here before we get on to some RV stuff. Right here, I actually took these stainless steel L brackets, and that's what secures my tire chocks. So these things don't move at all. And the cool thing about it is I can actually wrap a bungee from here across it, and this one sitting on top of this one ensures that this one's not going to come out. But they're stupid heavy, and I don't anticipate them ever moving. I can even put a padlock through this end into the chain to ensure that they don't come out. So this front 20 inches roughly of deck space is really unused deck space. Even if I need to take the mini excavator with me and I need to put the bucket down, I'm not going to hit that. So everything looks really good there. See a couple little marks where the excavator's left some little damage to the decking, which is something that's expected. But overall, I love the black sealant we put on here. That said, yeah, it's going to be planted here for a little while, again, until we get the new RV in place here. We are doing another collaboration unit because I think a lot of folks are always interested in knowing what different floor plans are like and what they're like after they're used and what they tow like and what different vehicles capabilities are in terms of towing. So the new RV is going to be pretty dang cool. But what do you think it is? What RV manufacturer do you think we're going with? There's a lot of really, really good ones. We've communicated with a lot of them. We've considered a lot of them. But at the end of the day, we kind of selected one that we felt was a little bit less known. Let's say that. Second hint is more capable. Third hint is affordable. What do you think it is? Drop the brand in the description of this video because I'm super interested in seeing if you all can guess what RV manufacturer we went with this time. Anyways, we have the Brookstone there, and we have a bit of a fix slash kind of modification a lot of you all might need to do to your own RVs. So we are out here with the Coachman Brookstone fifth wheel, and I'm going to show you a problem And a way I believe might resolve that problem, I know a lot of folks deal with, especially if you have 50 amp connection service on your RV, which typically means you have more than one air conditioning unit. In some cases it means you have one AC, but your RV is prepped from the factory for two. But we're gonna see if we can tackle a loose connection. Okay, so out here at the back of the RV, a problem a lot of folks deal with is the 50 amp cord on their RV becoming loose. Now what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to turn power off to the RV. So I have 50 amp power turned off. As you can see, we've had some rodents that have tried to get back into the RV unsuccessfully though. So we've been able to do a lot of work there to persuade them from going away. Right now you hear water dripping from condensation from the AC which was running. Trying to splash it on me a little bit. That said though, problem we run into is this right here. So I just bought this cord. It is brand freaking new. And the problem we're having with it is the collar won't tighten around the threads here. So you can see the cord's kind of loose and the collar can kind of free spin and it's not tightening over the threads. And the reason for that typically comes down to a couple things. First of all, this is a twist lock 50 amp connection. So it's 4-prong. You got the outside and then the 3 on the inside. And whenever we plug this in, you plug it in and then you have to twist it in place like that. And then you have to tighten it right here. But again, this thing does not want to tighten up. It will tighten about there and then it releases. So what you can sometimes do, and I don't know if this is actually going to work because the threads on here are not stripped out. You have a couple of them that are trying to get stripped out because the amount of turns that's gone through. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take red, it doesn't really matter what color it is, but I'm going to take electrical tape and I'm going to wrap it around the outside of the threads to see if it can create a bit more bite for the 50 amp plug to connect to. And I'm going to do it in a way that creates kind of a flange around the outside with it. I'm going to do it in a way that also gives me a bit of a seal as well. And the whole point behind this isn't to really create a seal. The whole point behind this is so I can tighten that connector down in place, because this is something that isn't kind of unique just to this space. This actually happens with a lot of scenarios whenever you're trying to tighten things in place. So let's see if that helps. Always kind of going back over it with your fingers might help as well. Alright, so now we're going to take our connection, twist lock it on. We're going to try to thread this back in. I can already tell. Alright, yeah, so that is what you want it to look like. And again, just a roll of standard electrical tape might be your ticket in getting this to work properly. So we are in place. This is not moving nearly as much as it was before, and we are still twist lock tight. That might save your RV from having electrical problems. Also, using dielectric grease, using some type of a lubrication that is rated for electrical circuits inside of here can also prevent any dryness, any type of friction that could also potentially lead to a short or to actual arcing or metal heating up and potentially causing a fire. But this is definitely something you want to keep an eye on with your RV.